Hello YouTube, Reservoir Warrior here with a deck profile on my Angel Feather deck that I didn't get to playtest yet, but it's a huge thanks to my friend Brandon for giving me a nice Christmas gift of Zechariah's and all the Metatrons I needed to finish off this deck. And then I didn't get to go to Toy Wiz Friday, unfortunately, but Brandon did, and he bought a couple boxes. He's pretty much finished with his Neo Nectar deck. He just needs like a couple more cards, one of them being the VR. But he managed to pull one last Zechariah for me and an OR, which I'm really excited about. But like I said, haven't really gotten to playtest this deck. I know Brandon and I did play Vanguard on Saturday. In between him waiting for next round for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Local, but I played Aquaforce, which I haven't played in a while. And he used Dimensional Police. I'm like, well, shoot, and then afterwards, when we were like ready to leave, we're like, well, shoot, we could have actually playtested our new decks. I actually didn't want to playtest Angel Feathers because it was in order, and I knew I'd want to do deck profile, and I didn't feel like changing it up again. But compared to old Angel Feathers, I don't think these new ones are as good. But regardless, let's get on with the profile. We'll just get the starting Vanguard out of the way because, you know, it's the same. I mean, same auto effect as all standing Vanguards. Don't know when that will change, but I am excited for the next set because of, Genesis. As you guys know, I played Genesis, I played a Genesis Artemis deck back in the day. I know I have a deck profile of that on my channel, and I'll leave a link to that in the description, but it's going to be cool to see how those cards are now. And sorry if I sound weird or anything, it's allergies. But anyway. So we have a Solidifies Celestial Zechariah. Continuous effects as a Vanguard or Rearguard. During your turn, if a new card was put into your damage this turn, all of your units in your front row get plus 3,000. So that effect makes up for the fact that you don't have any front triggers available. I think that goes for all the decks of this extra booster. Then she has an Act ability, which goes off of the damage zone. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, and this card is face up, put the top card of your deck into your damage zone, face down, and ride this card as stand. So that's pretty cool. And I'm not sure if you actually get your if you get another Protect gift off the effect or not, but if you do, that's pretty cool. When I first read this card, I didn't think it was that great, and I thought Metatron was the better grade 3. I feel like after playing the deck, though, I'll appreciate this card more. But I think I like the older Zechariah more. But for those of you who don't know, what Angel Feathers love doing is just messing around with their drop zone, like adding cards to the drop zone, and then taking cards out of the drop zone. So it basically can recycle the drop zone whenever it pleases. And then that also benefits other cards with their effects, as you will see later on. And then the other grade 3 I run is Crimson Impact Metatron, which was actually my favorite Angel Feather back in the day. I have one of these ORs. She's $30 on TCG Player. I don't know why, but if you go on eBay, you can find them cheaper. Matter of fact, I picked this one up for $15 from Brandon because he asked me. He's like, "Wait, go on eBay because I don't want to charge you $30 for this OR." And I showed him sold complete listings, and they're like couple for $20, and the others for $15. So anyway, what does Metatron do? When written from there you go. I wanted to read the effects because, like I said, haven't play tested it yet, so. When written from a grade 3, counterblast to call a card from your damage zone to rear, and this unit gets plus 15,000 till end of turn, which is pretty nice. Then the other Vanguard effect, once per turn, put a card from your damage zone on the bottom of your deck, and deal this unit 1 damage. So that's pretty fun. It's a good way to get perform a damage check. Yeah, so you are actually performing a damage check. So essentially you could get a heal and more power right off the bat before you even attack. or you could get a crit without even attacking it. A lot of fun stuff you can do with that effect. And sometimes you may want a specific card in your damage zone to get off. I think it's a grade 1 effect or so. Yeah, one of the grade 1s I think allows you to swap a card from your damage zone with a card from your hand. So Metatron's effect can kind of help with that. I gotta say, that's it for the grade 3s. My grade 2 lineup is wonky. When I do make changes to the deck, it's probably my grade 2 I'm gonna fix. But I have 2 Essence Celestial Becca, 1 placed if your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater. We don't have any grade 4 Angel Feathers yet, but I guess if and when we do, that's gonna be nice. One of your Vanguards in this unit gets plus 3,000 till end of turn, so you can make her 12k, which is nice. And yeah, I didn't really know what to do with the grade 2s. Like, I'm only running 2 Million Ray Pegasus, and I think back in the day, you would run 4 Million Ray and 4,000 Ray. Spoiler alert, I guess I do run 4,000 Ray, but Million Ray's effects. If a new card was put into your damage zone this turn, this unit gets plus 5,000 power and plus 5,000 shield, which is pretty nice. I'm not sure if this turn, does that mean your turn only or even your opponent's? I'm not sure. I think that'd be a little too broken if it was your opponent's, because then if you take a damage, it's like, well, this effect goes off. I don't know, someone correct me on that in the comments. I'm pretty sure that's not how it works, though. I don't even think that's how it worked back in the day. And then I run 3 Wild Shot Celestial Regel. And before I continue, usually with decks, I like to see other deck profiles to get an idea. I never did that with Angel Feather, I guess because of when I ran it back in the day and whatnot. But anyway, when placed from hand, if a new card was put into your damage zone this turn, counterblast the one and call a card from your drop zone to rear. So that's pretty fun. How she can just call from the drop zone. And then you just got to be careful with the counterblasting in this deck, because some effects do add cards to the damage zone, but it's face down. And you don't really have a way to flip those back up. But she has pretty nifty effects. And then the only grade 2 I run 4 of is the triple rear Impetus Celestial Armadi, I would pronounce his name. This effect works in both circles, Vanguard and Rearguard. Obviously not Guard. When placed from hand, Soul Blast 1, call a card from your damage zone to rear, and put the top card of your deck into your damage zone face down. So this card is a very good way to get off other card effects, like Ragiel. Who else? Zechariah, I think other grade 1s as well. So that's why I feel like this card is a 4 of, and why it's probably your best grade 2. Only because it works as your Vanguard and as your rear guard. And then for grade 1s, I didn't know if I wanted to go with the vanilla or another grade 1. Right now I'm testing out 2 of the vanillas. That's probably going to be taken out for a different grade 1. If I had my box with the commons, with my Angel Feather commons, I would show you which one, but that's in my car. My dad currently has my car. I'm off Sundays. He's not off Sundays, so yeah. Anyway. 4,000 Ray Pegasus. This card's fun. When it boosts, if a new card was put into your damage zone this turn, which, like I said, easily happens in this deck, counterblast 1, and this unit gets plus 10,000 till end of turn. So that's a... This is pretty much an ultimate booster. You're essentially boosting for 18k, which is awesome. And if you like playing aggressive like me, it's always nice. And again, I guess that's why they didn't put front triggers in here, because you're just going to have effects that make it so you don't miss front triggers. I like front triggers, though. And some decks, they're actually better than crits. Like my Pale Moon, for instance. And probably Aqua Force too. And I don't even see crits enough in my decks. I mean, I never really saw them much in Aqua Force. I think I run 8. I don't remember if I run 8 crits or not, but... And then for some reason, whenever I play, I never find my Sentinels. Don't know why, I just have bad luck with Sentinels. I guess it's gonna be okay with this deck since it's Protect. And it's actually my first Protect deck. Because I never build Oracle Think Tank because too expensive, but I would love to build OTT. Just hope we get different OTT cards to work with. I don't think we'll ever get a Tsukiyomi, but that's what I would love to go with. Anyway, I think I'm forgetting to zoom in. Wow, I forgot to zoom in this whole time. I'm sorry, guys. That way you guys could read the effects instead of just hearing me say the effects. Oh well, I apologize. When placed from your hand, I'm probably going to do an update on this deck anyway. When placed from your hand, discard a card from your hand. Put a card from your damage zone into your hand and put the top card of your deck into your damage zone face down. Only thing I hate is it puts it face down. But because of that effect, like I said, triggers a lot of other effects in your deck. You're gonna... I know I've been saying that a lot, but... that's what's cool. Like, this deck synergizes... I love the synergy with this deck. That's what I meant to say. A lot of synergy with this deck. You just gotta be smart with your plays. And know what you're doing. And then to round off the grade 1s, we have Underlay Celestial Hesiodel, however you pronounce it. When placed from your hand, counterblast 1, swap a unit card from your hand with a card from your damage zone. So yes, this is the one that swaps. And since you're putting a new card in the damage zone, you can get off all your other effects, which is pretty nice. Oh yeah, and another question I have is with Zechariah, is when she's coming from damage zone, since you're technically riding her, do you get the Protect gift marker or do you not get the Protect gift marker? I feel like you do because you are riding. You're basically superior calling from the damage zone. I think you still get the marker. If so, then yeah, I'm definitely underappreciating Zechariah, but grade 0 lineup, which is nothing special. Obviously your 4 Sentinels, which is Battle Cupid No CL. Old No CL wasn't even a Sentinel, so that's pretty cool. I think I showed the differences between new cards and between newer Angel Feathers and old Angel Feathers. Did I ever upload that video? I don't remember. Anyway, you are running 8 crit in this deck because, like I said, you don't have front triggers. Otherwise, I probably run some fronts. And then 4 heal. Nothing special with the trigger lineup. You can't even do much with the trigger lineup because, like I said, we don't have the front trigger. But that is going to do it for the deck profile. And, actually, more than ever with decks, let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Like I said, didn't look at any other Angel Feather deck profiles. Kind of just built this on... I'm not going to say built this on a whim, but I just built this with some of my knowledge from the past with Angel Feathers. And yeah, and obviously, like I said, once I playtest with this next week, it's gonna be fun. I know there's a regional in Parsippany for Yu-Gi-Oh! If I have access to my car, I'll probably go to it, even though I've never been to Yu-Gi-Oh! Regional, and I'll just be a scrub using Subterrors, but anyway, we'll see. Part of me wants to go, part of me doesn't want to go, but it'll probably be fun, and it's only like, what, half an hour drive from where I live? So it's close. And I mean, at least when you enter, you get 5 packs, so... Plus, there's a lot of fun side events and whatnot. I'd say I trade for cards, but I can't really do that because I don't have really anything to trade, and you I don't think you can buy cards unless it's right. You can't buy cards at regionals unless it's like in a designated area. I don't remember. That doesn't even matter because that's Yu-Gi-Oh. This is a Vanguard video. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Gonna end off the New Year's with a box opening of Cypher that I'm getting in the mail tomorrow. So look forward to that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you all for watching. Like I said, comment below with any suggestions on the deck. And I should have an update with this probably after next weekend, when I get some playtesting done with it. Okay, now bye for now.